What is up, guys? Dan Random Talks, back with another video. So, as you could tell, the title of this video, I basically am diagnosed with left vocal cord paralysis. So, before we jump into basically like my experience, let's just talk about how I got this condition, basically. So, when I was 4 years old, I, by the way, I have a video that's uploading another video. That's looking at that. But basically, when I was 4 years old, I had a cyst near my left vocal cord. And basically, sorry for looking at the phone, but I had a cyst in my left vocal cord, and my parents, well, my parents was going to remove it because I think it was creating brain problems, which is obvious, and also leaving a cyst, it could spread, is near a pivotal area, which is the voice, so they had to remove it. So went through the surgery, and I didn't find this out till I was older, probably maybe like growing up, maybe like 6 years, 7 years old. But I was 4 years old at the time. What happened was the doctor, his name was Dr. Nussbaum, by the way. He was, you know what, it's funny thing, what Drake and Josh, I used to watch a lot of those shows. The doctor, there was a doctor named Dr. Nussbaum. I can't remember what really, like, the story behind that doctor, Drake and Josh. I think he was a funny doctor, I'm not too sure, but besides the point, if anybody knows about that, you can leave a comment, but besides the point, the doctor's name was Dr. Nussbaum, same as the Drake and Josh show, and basically, as I remember when I was growing up, and basically, he and basic and basically when he did the surgery, right, he ended up paralyzing my left vocal cord, so damaging it, I would say. Well, he damaged it and it got paralyzed. So that is why when I'm speaking currently, I basically I my voice is like this, like it's a little bit hoarse, right? And it's a little bit hoarse and um like crackly at times, or it's like it's a very unique voice, you could say. It's hoarse, it's deep, but then there's some parts of the voice that are like it's not like loud. So like it's deep, it's hoarse, deep and loud. That's the way I can describe it. But it's unique, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why of that basically. So basically, come to find out as I grew older, right? I found out the story, I believe, when I was like closing in my on to be 10 years old, maybe a couple years before, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I think somewhat, I can't really remember, but I picked up on my problem with the voice. I think it was maybe around 10 years, if I really can make a good assumption on that. And basically, what I heard is that um, I, I had this problem, and basically, as I got like a little bit older, I learned more about the problem. I honestly think I learned that I had this voice problem when I was like 13. So I'm sorry if I'm going all over the place with the story, but as I said, explaining something when you're in front of a camera, especially when you're not used to doing this, it's kind of difficult. But let's get right to the point. So basically, I found out about it. My parents told me that I had this condition, and basically they said that they never sued the doctor because the doctor said that my voice would come back when I hit puberty. So during that time, I was in puberty, and it really didn't start to come back. And my parents and I decided to do a a surgery there that where they would this boy went to high school that where they would put fillers. Um, so basically, when they put the fillers on the paralyzed vocal cord, that will it wouldn't really restore back my voice, but it wouldn't, I don't know if it was implants, but it was fillers, implants, implants. I guess that would really kind of like boost up the voice to make it more clear. It wouldn't really um it wouldn't really I said it wasn't gonna really restore the voice completely back to the way it was before when I was 4 years old. But it would kind of boost the voice quality because my voice is not that clear, right? When I'm speaking. That's why maybe I'm speaking right now and you have difficulties understanding what I'm saying. So we did that surgery and I was thinking to myself that my voice would have been completely different, but it wasn't. It was just to boost it to make it more clear. It got more clear. Maybe that's why it sounds so good right now. But that was when I was 14. But the fillers probably were out. But so we did that. Then, to be honest with you, it didn't do much of a difference. And it didn't do much of a difference. So I just basically had to live with this problem. Now, does it bother me? No, my voice problem doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't affect my confidence. It doesn't affect that person I am. It doesn't affect. I don't really think about it. I just go about my life. I've accepted it. It could have been a lot more worse. I could have not have a voice. He could have paralyzed both of my vocal cords. Then I would have had no voice. I don't know what probably would have happened. You know what I'm saying? I would have been the bigger problem. So God put it in a way that I basically did not end up losing my voice completely through the surgery. So, yeah. So, I'm thankful for that. So, and I just got used to it. I didn't really take it on too much. It doesn't really bother me to this day. Now, is there a fix? Yes, I could do a surgery, but at that time, the doctor was still like 14. He didn't want me to do a surgery, and that surgery would have fixed the problem. But he said, wait till I finish puberty completely, and then do the surgery. And I can more than well do the surgery right now. I'm 25, by the way. Um, but the reason why I don't really want to do the surgery right now because I doesn't bother me. It's unique. I don't really embrace it, but I making this video now. I want to embrace it, and I just go about my normal life. So it doesn't really like impact me right now. Um, so and also kind of scared of surgery, but will I do the surgery later on? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Um, so that's basically the story. Um, and um, of course, people made fun of my voice, or they probably people that have questioned my voice, um, and I don't really care, to be honest with you. I try to not let that bother me. Doesn't really bother me at all, as I said. Nothing about my voice bothers me. Some people make jokes about, oh, do you smoke and stuff, but that doesn't. I think the mic got disconnected. Hopefully the mic ain't that disconnected. I can't see the screen because I'm trying to put a video uploaded to my phone from this is the DJI Pocket 3, and I can't really see the screen right now. So yeah, I was thinking while this video is uploaded, let me just make this video too. Kill two birds with one stone, right? So basically, yeah, and that's the story, man. And if there's anybody that has this condition too, like you're watching this video and you have this condition, because I think this condition is so rare. I don't, I haven't, I think it's a very rare condition that people deal with. I think the people that have this condition, they probably just get the surgery to get it fixed when they get older, right? Because you can't do the surgery if you get diagnosed with this condition during a child. It wouldn't be recommended to do the surgery. Wait till your voice go through puberty first, see if it changes better, and then decide. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that was what the doctor said, apparently. So yeah. Also, this video, if you're coming from my foodie social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Darren Eats Eating with Darren. This video is, if you want to know more about me, well, this is the channel right here. If you want to know more about me, this is the channel. So, obviously not going to know everything about me, but this is the channel. So, if you're watching my videos and you're probably wondering why my voice sounds like that, you found the right channel. You found the right channel. I said that twice, but yeah. And also, I would try to leave links to that channel on my YouTube and or make a video on my YouTube. Yeah, about if you want to know more about me, you can follow this channel. So I'll probably do that eventually. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the video. And I will see you in the next video. Always remember to be yourself. Have a good day.